Banger after banger after...
The great space dustbin. How does it feel? What for? What are you going to do to me?
Admit it. You've all had this exact nightmare.
Get me!
And we're back. Welcome back to Mr. Flamingo Reviews. Woo! Where today I will be reviewing the 3 specials of the Doctor Who 60th anniversary.
Really?
Yes. Written once again by Russell T Davies, returning to the helm of the Doctor Who community since his last outing in The End of Time. David Tennant shows up in his first full episode as the 14th Doctor now instead of the 10th Doctor. Jodie Whittaker ended the power of the Doctor, regenerating into David Tennant.
Again.
That's misleading. She's never regenerated into David Tennant before.
Oh, okay.
Last time it was actually respectable actor Christopher Eccleston. But all of that aside, we will start off with the Star Beast. So the 14th Doctor has made his return.
Right.
Well, his debut. But with an old face. And he's like, why do I have this face once again? So he goes back home to Earth, where he runs into Donna
Nellie
Noble.
from The Office.
Close enough. And he's like, wait a minute. I have this face back. I'm seeing Donna again. This is kind of suspicious. And then boom, a freaking spacecraft crashes, man. And it's all really convoluted, because then it's like, well, the Doctor has to avoid Donna knowing him, because at the end of, and you don't know this because you didn't do any research, but that's okay.
No, I did not do research.
At the end of time, let me give you a little bit of backstory. At the end of time, the Doctor dies from radiation poisoning and regenerates into the 11th Doctor. But way before that, because fun fact, David Tennant's Doctor had his last stint was just specials. He didn't get like a season 4, or as they call them, series. He ended with his last series involved Donna getting her mind wiped because she had absorbed the knowledge of a Time Lord. And in the context of the story, she's a human. So with the knowledge of a Time Lord, she was effectively burning her brain out. So they had to erase her mind, like, of all the memories of the Doctor. With that little bit of backstory, now the Doctor's back. Same face and all. And he's like, oh no, if Donna remembers me, she's gonna die. But they run into hit character the Meep. He's some funny little yeah, close enough.
Neil Patrick Harris.
No, that's the third one. We're gonna work our way there. That one's called the Giggle. This is the Star Beast. So the Meep is this funny little furry looking guy, like Furby.
Like the Meep from Phineas and Ferb.
Like the Meep from Phineas and Ferb. Use those things. Connect those dots. It's okay. We'll just keep moving here.
We're moving fast here, folks.
The Meep is trying to avoid extermination at the hands of these giant grasshopper-looking guys, because he's like, they've executed all of my people, and they want my fur. But then by the end, the Doctor's like, Meep, you're the villain. It's actually really interesting.
Why?
But it's all these hoops and stuff, and at the end of the day, Donna gets her memories back, but she doesn't die. Yes. But she doesn't die because she had a child, and the child splits that, all that stuff. Really, really convoluted for writing. It looks like they have this nice pacing up until they're like, how do we end this and keep Donna alive? They're just like, well, now we've split this energy.
She remembers her time
with the
running
Doctor.
A store in Florida.
Good enough.
The Pyramid.
But from there,
also takes Andy's job.
From there, we look at the Star Beast as a whole. While there's a nice twist, and it's based off of a pre-existing Doctor Who comic, but with a new Doctor at the helm for this story. This is evidently the weakest of Russell T Davies' 60th anniversary specials, because it's helmed down by a lot of pre-existing continuity, and it's trying to reunite characters and make things make sense and keep Donna alive and all this stuff. It was okay. I mean, it could have been better, but it was the start. So 1 week after that, we get graced with Wild Blue Yonder, which is fascinating. In Wild Blue Yonder, the Doctor and Donna have been marooned on a spacecraft.
Right.
And on this spacecraft at the edge of the universe, nobody is there.
The universe is edging.
Yes.
Okay.
Nobody is there. They're at this empty spacecraft that has one robot, but then something appears. Something that was hiding in the dark spaces at the end of the universe. Something that was almost crossed over. They don't have real names, but what they are, as a monsters of the week, so to speak, is they are like a horror story. They turn into the Doctor and Donna. They mimic them, but they can't get the body right.
Uh-huh.
That
sounds scary.
It is scary. The
Sounds like an
TARDIS...
SCP.
The TARDIS flies away due to emergency mode. So if these monsters become the Doctor and Donna, the TARDIS, which is his spacecraft, will feel safe enough to come back. And that's what they want. But what's great about this story and great about this second special is it's much more along the lines of an introspective. It's much more character driven. The Doctor has just come off the heels of his 13th incarnation, which, while introduced a lot of controversial aspects, like, by the way, co-host, there's a lot more than 13 Doctors now.
What?
They revealed, dig on this, that this Doctor, as he calls himself, is actually something called the Timeless Child. And it was really controversial because all these Time Lords can regenerate. And it's because of him, / her, / what have you. Yes, because this Doctor is actually some being from another dimension.
Wait, this one specific...
No, the Doctor.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying like this Doctor is like this Doctor, Doctor Who, the lead. He's from a different dimension, and he's the reason that Time Lords can regenerate. And they added a whole bunch of lore, which everyone hates, but we're rolling with it. We're rolling with the punches.
We're going with
because this new showrunner, who is also the old showrunner for the Grand Return of Doctor Who, has decided to double down.
The double down from KFC.
I like that one. And in this attempt to double down, the Doctor no longer knows who he is, really, because everything has gone south. In his 13th incarnation, a bunch of the universe got murdered, absolutely murdered.
Is this the War Doctor?
No, the War Doctor was 10 plus years ago now.
Okay.
So this is a whole new set of lore. Everything here is new sets of lore. They're just changing things up now. And I mean, I like that. I like that the showrunner Russell T Davies is trying to make this more nuanced because, like, what can you do? And Wild Blue Yonder did a really good job at just being an introspective and really spending time with these characters and trying to reconnect them. And this was a step up from the Star Beast. Much bigger, much better. It feels like we're back in pace. So the episode ends. The Doctor and Donna, they return back to Earth after their adventures with the stars and the space and the end of the universe. And that leads us right into The Giggle, the best of these three specials. The Toymaker returns. The Toymaker is a character...
Brian. Oh, wait, no.
As Barney.
As Barney.
The Toymaker returns as a character from 50 plus years ago. The Toymaker makes his second ever appearance in a Doctor Who story, this time played by Neil Patrick Harris.
Barney.
Who eats up every scene he's in. It's amazing. He kills this. Everything's just a little more spooky, a little more different. There's puppets, there's scary stuff. It's awesome. And then we watch in horror as the Doctor, David Tennant, is shot with a laser beam. Spoilers ahead.
Oh, well, you should have said that before.
This is real spoilers. Everything else is just specials.
You should have
well,
said
if you're
that
watching,
before.
This is a
For
real.
the folks at home.
For the folks at home, spoilers ahead for the entire.
Who is this man?
That's just what I was wondering.
Very skinny. That is proper skinny. I've never seen it from the outside. It's like a special effect. Oi! Ha! Matchstick man.
You're not.
The fall of the 14th Doctor. He gets shot with a freaking laser beam. And guess what? I've explained to you Doctor Who lore before.
Yes.
He dies, but he doesn't die. He regenerates into a new body.
Right.
What if I told you he regenerates, but instead of a new body, he becomes two people.
What?
The 14th Doctor lives, ladies and gentlemen. After that laser beam incident, David Tennant, he's kneeling, he's ready to regenerate. And then he goes, hey, this feels pretty different this time. I need you guys to pull me.
Pull me?
So Donna and...
Nelly.
I think so. But, yeah. They each grab David Tennant's doctor by one arm, and they just start yanking.
Okay.
So you know who comes out of David Tennant?
Who?
The brand new 15th Doctor, Ncuti Gatwa. But they're both there now.
So the 14th and the 15th...
Is still there, and the 15th Doctor is there now too.
Okay.
So now, the whole journey with the Toymaker ends with a game of catch.
Like literally? Or like
Yeah.
metaphorically?
No, literally.
What's a catch? What are they trying to catch?
The ball. It's the Toymaker versus both Doctors in a game of catch. Winner gets the prize because the Doctor and the Toymaker are 1-1 in their twisted interdimensional game. And the game of catch is the tiebreaker.
Okay. Alright then.
The Doctors win. The Toymaker's banished. A lot of threads are set for Ncuti Gatwa's debut as the 15th Doctor officially. Because of course he's here now, but like his own personal story coming this Christmas. Journey ends. 14th Doctor retires, basically. Going to live with his best friend Donna and her family. Gets his own TARDIS. Ncuti goes on. What I like about this episode and this ending is while it could be controversial because it's like some bi-generation, they split into two different people. Like the mitochondria or whatever. It's a soft reboot. Hear me out. You have the 14th Doctor, David Tennant, an old face. He's there. He's carrying the weight of all these episodes that have come before him. He's carrying when he turned into the 11th Doctor and Amy disappeared and died of old age. And the 12th Doctor, where his companion Clara died thanks to the Raven. And as well as his companion Bill. Hey, that's good. His companion Bill dying by turning into a Cyberman. He's carrying all this weight of the flux when a bunch of the universe died. And now he's retiring. And Ncuti Gatwa, as the 15th Doctor, goes on with a fresh face, fresh feelings. So you don't lose the old, but you don't feel obligated to lean on it anymore because there's already a Doctor out there carrying the weight. And we started new. Overall, did I like the 60th anniversary? I thought it was okay. I thought it got better as we went, which is good. You don't want it to start strong and end flat. It just started flat and ended strong, which is, I guess that's all you can really ask for, unless you get a perfect show across the board. And overall, it was fun. It was great.
So all this history, you can come to a logical stop with the 14th Doctor.
Mm-hmm.
And if for someone who's new to the show but doesn't really want to watch everything, doesn't want to watch 60 years worth of shows of episodes, can just jump into the 15th Doctor.
Exactly.
Okay.
Which isn't too bad for how long this show's been on.
This is true.
I have been Mr. Flamingo Reviews, and I will get back into the swing of things. Thank you.